Most times, I feel utterly powerless. Most times in my life, that's how I feel. I might seem one way, I suppose, to others. I'm not really sure. I don't give a fuck either how people assume that I am. Adds to the lore. Say what you will, feel what you will, think what you will. But I do not feel as powerful as maybe sometimes I act as. I'm a mess. But I'm a very cerebral mess. So I put my mess into containers. And I come back to that mess when I feel ready, or when something or someone comes over and kicks the box over, spills the mess everywhere. And then I have to get down on the floor with it, make something from it. Or sometimes I can't, and I gotta fucking shove it back in the box and shove it back in. But I'm always evaluating each piece of the mess as I put it back in the box. And sometimes that makes me feel powerless, that I have to put it back in a box, or that I have the mess at all. There's things that I want so very deeply that I feel it like a knife dragging across my skin. And I fear staying in that, because I feel like if I die with that feeling, that I'll get lost. But as long as the mess can get put into a box, then it won't drag me aimlessly off into space, into no man's land. And I crave so deeply being seen, and perhaps that's why I've become the seer. And to meet that so deeply opposite in life is feels empty, lonely. To be oftentimes projected on instead of seen, because of the nature of how I see. And people knowing that they can't meet it, but still trying to meet it, or eat it, or name it. Feeling like they know what it is, so they don't ever have to look at the fact that they can't also see that deeply in themselves, perhaps. Something like that. Just because I can see so deeply doesn't mean I can catch every box inside everybody's head as their why. And still, inner union. Inner union plagues me. As deeply as I contend in this life to meet myself, like there's something missing. But I take with me the collection of people who have been able to see certain parts and try to amalgamate it into a whole. So that deepest desire in me to be witnessed, to see it met in my outer world. Needed to be purified away from dependence. My power, other people's power, idolatry, zealotry, self-doubt, ignition, something about ignition, false starts, not believing. The ritual around self and other, what we give, what we take, what we sacrifice, what we refuse to sacrifice. So everything that is stripped away constantly, to where now there's almost no reflection but emptiness and loss. It's where the journey begins again. And it sucks. It sucks. Because when you're stripped of all of it, you feel stripped of the path, of knowing what to do next, and then you're at the mercy of responding to your environment, which is, I guess, the fucking point. When your environment is now also empty and void. There's silence, and there is no clear definition of what to do. And so there's waiting. And trying not to feel destitute, trying not to feel lost, trying not to feel like there's nothing for you, trying not to accept now that it feels like that inner desire was belonging and coming into union, that is unattainable, or at least not being met in the present moments. Still believing somehow. Purifying desire is not clean. It's difficult. It empties you. Inner union. That part doesn't feel so empty, but a bit exhausting. This inner union is every time you want to reach out, you reach in and you find more parts of yourself that even if it's not that exact thing that you wanted from the outside, and even if you don't have the full capacity inside, you find where the capacity suffices. And then you have the opportunity to grow that capacity. You make some things work for you. You understand your ability to receive, your ability to create, your ability to contain, and your ability to dissolve. See, there's the yawn. It's fucking tiresome. Most people stop, get into a stupid fucking relationship that just sort of tickles your genitals for the moment. And they're okay with that. They're not really okay with that, but they'll do it and claim that it's part of life. Great families, break them up. Great bonds, kick them to the curb. All in search of the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, not knowing that if they stopped, sat on the ground under a fucking tree, put one hand towards the sky and one hand towards the earth, connected to the center of their being, and listened to what their heart said, they might stop doing fuck shit. But here we are. Here we are in this toroidal field, bumping into each other, causing accidents, causing lessons, which is sort of part of it. It's part of it until you're done being part of it. Oh, pardon me. So inner union is tiresome. Purifying desire is sacrifice and loss, and feeling like the path has been ripped out from underneath you. Seems pretty fucking bleak. But, you know, in the end, I suppose if underneath all that desire and coming to the root of desire in order to purify it, because you come to the root of that desire, you're like, oh, it's belonging, oh, it's being seen, oh, it's connecting to something greater than myself, oh, it's connecting to this material world or being seen, whatever it is. Then you realize all the ways you've sort of perverted the fuck out of it in your material life by grasping so hard to the things that have gone wrong that you thought should have been right. And when you start ripping that away, it changes identity, what they call ego death. It's personality functions, archetypes that we've just slid into in our mind and held very tightly to, when there are others that are needed for the absolute journey of the pure desire that you wanted in the beginning. So coming to that root, going back to that root, healthy non-attachment, meaning just to the outcomes that you've come to so far. If we attach too much sadness and grief to them, they hold on. If we attach too much fanatical fantasy pressure on them, we might be steered in the wrong direction. Stripping away helps us see this better. And then eventually, like I said, that about me in boxes, you know, like the death, being afraid of like true death, because it's like, if we're all confused here, what is death gonna look like? Will it look like relief, or will it look like being stuck in the continuum of where we left off? And, you know, being non-corporeal, what the fuck could that mean? Your mentations in some sort of abstract fucking nothingness, or a void, a blackness and nothing. Like, most of us don't want that. And even if we have enough bravado or misogyny to pretend like it won't matter, somewhere deep inside us, I think we do know it matters. And so this sacrifice, this emptiness, this loss of path, this loss of identity around certain things we clung to becomes a threat. But it's really liberation Fuck, I hate that I'm saying that because it sounds trite and like every other musical fucking theology that we come across if we are seekers. But when you embody it, you feel the truth of it. Doesn't make living in this world that way any easier. It still hurts the human sensibilities. And the only belief I have left to cling to, or the only hopeful knowing, is that somehow it does lead to something in this physical reality if you keep going. And that's the letting go. We've come to the end of our TED Talk here with letting go. Letting go is the healthy detachment that has been underlying the conversation the whole time of who you thought you were, what you, what you, not what you thought you wanted, but the ways in which you thought you needed to act or be or do in order to get that original want. Letting go that sometimes you went your whole fucking life craving this one thing, the desire, the pure desire put in you from the creator, the source, the being of which you came as a light into the womb, into the egg. That desire, you've been going about moving towards it all wrong. And if we know the fastness of the way light and spin and all of that works, one hair trigger off and you go 5 years in the future and you are so far away from where you thought you were going or where you were desiring to go, thinking that every step you were taking was getting you there. And it got you to the opposite. But the fucking paradoxical beauty about that is when you find yourself in the opposite, you must realize how absolutely close Ouroboros snake eating its tail you are to the actual thing. It's like one more veil, one more brick wall in the mind between the conscious and the subconscious that just needs a little boop and fullness explodes. That's the theory, anyhow. That's the feeling. That's the embodied feeling, the knowing, the clairsentient of it, the clairvoyance of it. And the described experience of it from people who have been there. We have millennia of descriptions of people who made it their business to do it. And they did. So that's the path. That's the desire, the purification of. The letting it go is the way to the purification. And the inner union is all the steps that you take in order to debunk the bullshit that we've been building thus far. And the clarity to accept the letting go so that the pure desire may be seen and truly attained. I wish everyone on the path great luck and so much love, and that you find support in this physical realm, which is very hard to come by. But also not. It's always there, hidden on the path somehow. Little tiny gems hidden in the mud. So I wish you love. True, internal, deep love. Stay up. Love you.